Okay, I am back. Unfortunately, I fucked up. The power connector was not connected. Happens sometimes, unfortunately. Too many things that I need to take care of. Actually, like a setup where everything is just connected when I bring it there. That specific place would be nice, but how will I do that? Anyway, I'm back. Sorry for the annoying. Oh yes, and of course the stabilization is probably not on anymore, and we'll probably ride on the street. So let's try the stabilization. Oh, it was on. So random. Very fancy random. What? And now I have this in the. This is perfect for me. But then I can have this here and this here. Now I'm back. Shinoda out. There's kind of always something that's being forgotten for the quality, which helps when you don't need to think about it. When I always have my lists that I'm going through. I'm cycling again, this is the list. I mean, this is this list. In this order. This is where the Japanese are very good. But of course this is just a standard thing that everybody in the world does. Hokkaido. I wonder how your food is. I'll just continue until I have lunch in Sapporo. And then dinner in Sapporo. Let's just go to Sapporo. the left side. Careful with glass here. Why is glass here everywhere? Does somebody hate cyclists? It'd be very annoying if a tire gets destroyed. Yeah, I guess that with my disconnect, the people from Germany left, which happens. The first thing I will do in the accommodation is wash my clothes. Also, I noticed I haven't put sunscreen on. So I will also do that. Not in the accommodation, but before. Why do I have this wasabi song in my head? There's so much wasabi playing. I like wasabi. I also like creepy nut salads. They are just I don't actually want to go left, I want to go straight. Because I don't care about the expressway. like that these truck drivers normally are very careful. Because if they're very near the wind that they are carrying with them, you can just... We see a plane there. I guess this is where we have to go. My guess is that that is Sapporo. Ooh. 56 kilometers to Sapporo, it says. A Lawson! They advertise and say, we have coffee. Bakery and confectionery. My son, tell me, what have you done? Yeah, I was thinking about might have been considered sinning. Ah, okay, okay. Whoa! There's a dead snake. There's a dead snake, dead dried snake. Crazy. I don't know if I'm allowed to show you. So, Tarek, be careful, there are snakes. I don't know. But as long as they could be, I'll be careful. Right now they could be. Sorry for not showing you, but I don't know if I'm allowed to or not. YouTube and Twitch. There's probably some arbitrary line there. If there's a dead bug. As long as you don't take it apart and do stuff other than maybe for science, it would be considered okay, just to understand, okay. But then you do it professionally. With the right equipment and not on the side of the road. Let's just try to cycle until 10. We might be taking a conviso right before or after 10, depending on where we find it. And then we'll continue. I should also drink some water. Apply some sunscreen. Maybe we do that before 10. It's now 7:44. So we aim for 9. Okay. Oh no, we should be careful. So we'll do it as soon as we see a concrete. Then at some point we also need to resupply on the sunscreen. If it would be easier to take a nap sometime, like at lunchtime, then I would probably cycle even earlier. Because if I start at 4 AM, that might be the perfect time to start jogging and then finish before it gets hot. And then we cycle with the sunrise and arrive at the sunrise. Not really arrive at the sunrise, but and for the time in Germany it would be perfect. Hopefully for the rest of the cycling the bike doesn't break anymore. That would be great. We cycled now around 600 kilometers, probably more. Google Maps itself is lying. First it said we cycled 74 kilometers on the first day, now it says 54, which cannot even be because the distance is 74 kilometers. And I took some extra cycling distance, so why you lie to me, Google? I thought like at least Google would be accurate with some of these measurements. But sometimes they're really just wrong. I don't know why. There's no combi happening. The next bus stop we have a water break and a sunscreen break. Explosion sound. Sounded like something happened. With no speeds, it's just one thing that has happened. That everything's over immediately. Sometimes not immediately, but a dumb stone, something annoying on the street, a hole on the street. Someone just turning right the wrong time, maybe not using the signal, or using the signal in the last moment, and you think, fuck that. It's oh, I want right here. Tuk, tuk. So be careful. 51 kilometers. 'Cause I think that might be a bus stop. Let me take you with. Not empty. Like, why is it saying? Okay, but it has 3%, so I cannot really take you with me. Let me think about what to do. Can I turn this like this? Maybe something like this. Can I? Like I can put it like this and then close it, I think. Just already making sure it doesn't fall down. But what I actually want is something like that. Something like that? Yeah, something like that. Maybe a bit lower if possible. But I don't think way lower as possible. Okay. We start with drinking. Oh, come, don't turn around. We start with drinking some water. I'm actually sitting down because look. Why is everything so complicated with you? Let's see where we have the sunscreen. And I think this might be the last use of the sunscreen. photo of the there's an ant nest somewhere here. Okay, let's take my phone. Be a bit fast with this. Connect this one. Ah, come on. These ants are also huge. Okay, let's just not stand on top of here. Okay, it's better. Good. Let's put this back on. And then this right here. I hope this is connected. This needs to be connected. Now this is connected. And everything good. Let's have the white cable connected here. But I actually don't want to connect that right now. So maybe I'll have this here. Okay, let's continue. Only 50 kilometers left. And it's 8 a.m. Is that the school starting sound? Maybe. Don't know if you heard that. Something. Okay, now we are protected. The wind is blowing in the wrong direction, or like at least in the opposite direction, not the wrong one. These were some red ants. I think one of them tried to attack me and bite me, but he was on my pants, and he was thinking, why is nothing happening? Well. But it was also very hard to get him off. Like, I tried to flick him a few times. But he was very tenacious. Maybe he thought I was trying to attack the ant nest. I wouldn't do that. I like ants. Not on me, but in general, I like the concept of ants. Johnny's not here. Where are you, Johnny? It's fine. Weren't we at like 51 kilometers from Sapporo? Why is it now 52? And 9 kilometers we turn left. In my first planning, I was always riding alongside, but that is actually not the best way. Also, I don't think the internet connection there is too great, and the cities are not the biggest there. There are a lot of small cities, coastal cities. So it's already the 10th day. And 5 days we have 1/3 of it. Yay! In 5 days we are also not almost at the top, but if we would just cycle to the top, we would maybe be there 5 days, 6 days. I have to check again. But in 10 days we're at the top. Total 20 days. I think we need to the top, and the lower part is more days. Then we'll have an extra day in Osaka at some point. I think the stretch in Kyushu will be a bit complicated. We go down until Sata Misaki. Sata Misaki. There's Soya Misaki and Sata Misaki. There are more Misakis. But this is like the uppest part and the lowest part. At least if we just consider Hokkaido and the main island. Otherwise we still have Okinawa, and Okinawa has also more islands going down, but maybe if we have time someday else, we'll also do the Okinawa DLC. already have Hokkaido, Scholar of the First Sins. Anyway, this is Hokkaido, like 5 degrees colder, at least for now. The further north we go, the colder it will get. The complete north, I think it's probably around 10 degrees. So Buck and I need to be prepared. Kilometers left till summit. It really doesn't help seeing it. If you just enjoy the cycling, you feel like, yeah, I have fun. If you look at the number, you feel like, 3 kilometers. Okay, and then you cycle again for 15 minutes. 3 kilometers again. 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers. It takes so long. Not really, like just some hours and really there. We also have a nice side of the road here that we can just use. Sometimes it feels crazy that the cola is cheaper than the water. But to be fair, like the water is 600 milliliter and the cola, the smaller can, is 300, 400. Yeah, funny, there's a shoe just in the middle of the road. It probably has a story. But what is that story? Nobody would. You can write some fan fiction about that shoe. How a family was driving on this road. The kid was putting the feet out and one of the shoes fell down. Or you can make it more interesting. Where the shoe is evidence of a crime scene. But we really didn't have any convenience stores there. I would have thought that they had more convenience stores on the side of the road. Maybe Hokkaido generally has less of them. Or this is just not a road that would profit a lot from it. No, my feeling is it would profit a lot from it. It's so interesting how big of a part of the infrastructure the convenience stores are. Because I think the government also wants the convenience stores in different locations. And they might also just ask, hey, could you put a convenience store here? And the interest would also align. The places where almost no convenience store are, but a lot of people go through, would be where the people want it and need it. So you have a lot of customers. Which also makes it a monopoly. And it says again 49 kilometers. How does this work? Am I in an endless loop? What? The crickets are so loud. .7 kilometers left to turn. I wonder if this is the wind from the sea that mostly will come down from north to south. It might be different after Sapporo, because then we're on the left side. And winds might come from the north and then go up to the one side, and from the also we are going through the middle, kind of. Let's see. Reindeer, they say. But there's a big fence on the left, probably off on the right. So they need to hop over it or go out from the The next days we'll have some long rest. We might also stream a bit late. Maybe some midnight streams. Well, you can all decide what to do. Daiichi Bibi Bridge. Die große... What's the Bibi? Was that the bridge? Ah, funny, funny. If Bibi is to be scared, I really like the bridge now. But if the bridge comes after this corner, then okay. I stand corrected. But I don't think so. This one says 46 kilometers. But if we see the other sign, it will say something else. I know it. go down again. Here in Cheetah City. Looks like it. So, this one says 47 kilometers. But I don't believe it. I think the other one is right. Is this BB? How it goes. Does it go slightly down? I cannot tell it. At least the street is nice. Didn't find one combi. here. Okay. Wow! Wind is like height like inclination. I hope that was towards me. Hopefully they appreciate me. I think so, right? I wave back. Bikers are probably one of the coolest. I wonder, maybe I would be a biker if I grew up in Japan. To taste the freedom. In a community where the societal norms are not all, where the people accept you for who you are. If you don't have that, then a biker gang might be amazing. After 2.3 kilometers, we turn left. Maybe we should do a song compilation where I sing or hum some songs and you have to guess what it is. And I'll have anime songs, but also other songs for the non-anime watchers. Here is easy part 1. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. That was already one. Here comes number 2. We'll have 3 for each level. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, that was number 2, a longer one. Let's think about number 3. What could number 3 be? Da 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 da. Sparking! Yes, I think this is this is enough for the easy part. Let's have 3 more for the middle part. But I need to think. Of course, this also shows my age, because all the 3 were older ones, but very well known ones. But the second maybe was harder for most young people. I'll just make it for old people like me. Yeah, we also I think if you can, for the first 3 people that gets all, no, let's say the first 5 people that gets all of them correctly will get 50% off the Japanese curry. We'll see it in the comments on YouTube. That makes it complicated. You just answer that you were one of the first. Giving away 50 euros just like that. Doesn't matter. If you can do it, I'm proud of you. Okay, number 2 will be harder. Or number 3 will be mecha category. Number 2, I might keep at challange. Okay, number 2. Middle hardness level. Da 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 da. Boom 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 boom. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Amazing singing skills of the famous Arvade. When I think about all these songs, like in my head, there are just 3 popping up. But I know actually so many. Okay. Da 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 That was number 2 of 2. Now I need to think of number 3 of 2. That was 3 of 2. This was newer one, but also kind of easy. other than the first one of the bird. And now the hard part, the mecha ones. Well, not hard for you if you know mecha, but like most people don't watch mecha. That was 3-1, now 3-2. See, I didn't sing anything from my part. Okay. And here comes the last 3 of 3. I think it's enough if you have the animal. You don't have to tell me the full name. Have fun finding out what those songs are. You'll get 50% off your Japanese curry. The first 5 people. We're keeping a list somewhere. I also like the German anime songs that they did back in the day. They are actually quite nostalgic. I think they should bring this back. Lieb deinen Traum, denn der wird wahr. Geh deinen Weg, stelle dich der Gefahr. Alles, was wichtig ist, wirst du erkennen, wenn die Zeit gekommen ist. Dum, 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 dum. In dieser Stunde. Wir werden Flieger sein, wir haben's drauf, wir gehen durch dick und dünn, wir geben die auf, wir bleiben stark und bleiben Freunde. Yeah, that's a German version of a demon song. This is so triumphant. As a kid, when this was introduced as a new opening, I thought like, no, the first one was so good. Don't do this. What is the song? After the third time, I was singing along. Du hast noch nicht bemerkt, es ist noch lange nicht vorbei. Du weißt noch nicht, was kommen wird, sei bereit. Überleb den Traum, aus dem du jetzt erwachst. Es wird nicht leicht, doch du weißt, dass du es schaffst. Durch die Wolken bringt dein Licht, der Himmel wird klar. Du erkennst das Zeichen, nichts ist mehr so, wie es früher war. Du wirst unbesiegbar sein, der Beste sein. Deine Zeit wird kommen, der Tag ist nicht mehr weit. Was dich stärker macht, bringt dich voran. Du hast es fast geschafft, du wirst zum Mann. Wir sind bei dir und deine verleiht uns die Macht. Dragon Ball. Muss ich das hier drücken? Ich weiß es nicht. Do I have to press it? I don't know. Probably, hopefully. To the other. Maybe we should just do more cover versions of Japanese songs. There are probably a lot of them out there. Okay, I'll actually check the chat on my phone because I want to see if there's any difference there. No, I don't think so. Everything good. Everything good. Oh, how did that happen? Ah, because it's the only thing connected. That makes a difference. Maybe I'll have an extra round for extremely hard to guess. But then I need to first think of 3, I have 1. No, let's just cross while it's still green. Is this Cheetos, eh? I guess so. At least we can go to a combi here. A super. This might be a super. Oh, this is a restaurant. McDonald's. We've never been at a McDonald's yet. Why does it say we have to go right? I thought we were about to go left somewhere. Did we go left somewhere? I'll check it actually. I'm a bit confused. Go right onto the 36. It's just great. Like we are right in front of us is Cheetos station. police station is 50 meters away. Yeah. So to the right there's Cheetah station. Maybe you get some breakfast? Let's check actually breakfast. Why not, right? Breakfast. We have a lot of places here for breakfast. But I want, oh, maybe a cafe? Talk of four, where is this? Not that far. For coffee hunting. Okay. Let's get a coffee and if you kind of look at my work days from cycling, it's crazy. Yesterday I started at 5 and I ended the stream at like 11, 10 or 11. That's 17 hours, isn't it? Wow, beautiful. Here we'll cycle a bit left here, just because it's so nice. We have to go left anyway, but why not? Cheetah! Nice. This part is beautiful. Rivers just make everything better. Oh, I'm not being on the main street. I forgot that this is sensory overload. I hear the birds chirping. Let's show you nice parts of Cheetos, just a bit. River. It's also super clear. I'll show you a bit. Like you can see right through it. Cheetos are nice. Beautiful. I think people more often need to ask themselves, is it that important to live in the biggest city? Me included, I'm not excluding myself. I think this is one of the most important questions that I need to ask myself. Is it that important for me to live in the city? Or is it fine not to feel like main character and having to live in big city? Let's make it easy for people. Right once more, and we are almost at the cafe. We are here. Just breakfast. There we go. To Sapporo. I lectured you guys about small cities and big cities. What do I do? Stay here for 20 minutes, have breakfast, go to Sapporo. Maybe I'm the one that needs to do lecture. Not this one, it's one further. Coffee gallery. Yeah. Oh, we just need a place to. Or bike. This is open. Tall coffee original blend. Maybe I can just put it to the side here. Happy, 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 happy. I think this is good. Let's lock it with our amazing 5-euro lock. For some reason I almost called someone, I don't know who. Let's get rid of this. Let's get this one. We have how much percent? 26. Not curry. We have, it's 9 a.m. So I'm going just to have a coffee and some breakfast. Wanna watch me have breakfast? I'll have some curries in Sapporo. Probably at like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Ideally 1 p.m. Maybe they also have curry, breakfast curry here. It's a very nice place. Coffee gallery, tour coffee. They're different coffees they show here. Let's go in. Oh man. Ipatsu? Let's just sit down. Sit like this. And One moment, let's turn this like this. Now you can see me, I guess. I'll check the chat here. Yeah, I'm in Japan, so in Japan it's just morning. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. At the beginning I specialized a lot on sensors and then in process optimization. So my first company was specializing on array spectrometers, which are devices that split light into the different components and do that very accurately. And they were the best in the world. They still have the best devices. Yes, I was product manager for a new product there. Just getting it through, like production manager rather, not product manager. It's different. So I made sure that we could produce them on scale, and when something was wrong, trying to solve it. What kind of engineering batch did you do? What did you need to do to get that batch? Oh, I need to check the menu too. Something is here. Different types of engineering, aerospace, military, civil. Okay. Sometimes it's rather easy to switch from one engineering space to another, as you also see a lot of physicists becoming programmers. When you understand like the physics basics, the engineering basics, and read up the stuff, then you can already do a lot, but you need the basics. Oh, this is amazing. Wow, what a cool camp. I wish I had something like that. Pancake. Maybe we take some pancake. Yes, I think we take some pancake. So what was your product? Okay. And there was a guy called Spencer, and they chatted him up. Yeah, I got that from the name. Great naming. Like, immediately I knew what the product did. So, I hope the engineers gave you some credit for that. That's actually marketing, but still.
English? No?
Okay.
English means cash only.
大丈夫?
Okay. Okay.
ありがとう。
はい。決まっ
カプチーノありますか？
カプチーノあります。カプチーノ。
OK、カプチーノ？
ワンカプチーノ。
と、おすすめありますか？
おすすめですね。今、
ブレックファースト。
ブレックファースト。ノーブレックファースト。
ノーブレックファースト。
OK。さあ、もう、ナンバーワン。 famous food, Napolitan, or rice, Napolitan, and pilaf rice, and
これカレーですか？
これはカレーじゃないです。カレーはこっちです。これはカレーです。これはソースです。あ、豚ね。
豚だね。
そうか。
シーフードカレー？
シーフードカレー。
豚入ってますか？
豚、肉じゃなければ大丈夫。肉聞いてみます。待って。シーフードカレーの味です。肉みたいだけど、ものはね。ミートは豚じゃない。でもすごく汁とかはちょっとわからないです。
ありがとう。
またはシュリンプピラーとか。
シュリンプピラーお願いします。OK、ありがとう。
カプチーノ&シュリンプピラー。
I wanted some pancake. She said they don't have pancake like breakfast. I am fluent in German, Turkish, English, and that's it. I can communicate in Japanese. I have no idea why they don't have breakfast. Like, most of the menu is like breakfast, like bread, pancake and stuff. It's 9 a.m. I don't understand, but okay. I'll just eat my pillow and continue. I need the calories also, but the breakfast would also have the calories. I speak a little bit of Chinese, but my Japanese is better than my Chinese. Until middle of September, and every day I'm going to swim. It's been now 10 days, and every day I've been cycling 80 kilometers. The last days were the hardest, but yeah, I'll manage. I'll cycle the whole length of Japan, and then hopefully I get a lot more interviews. I want definitely like 2 or 3 interviews in Sapporo. Well, it's 3,000 kilometers, so it's definitely a journey. So do you want to become an engineer? For me, I don't really know what interests you. Keeping that question, I'll answer what is right. For me, it's not that much of a problem to be away this long. Yes, you miss home at some point, but I really enjoy the experience of the traveling itself. And also the learning something new every day, seeing something new every day. So that's nice. And if it helps my business and show like the Japanese curry culture, even better. Yeah, I think it's good. I've just worked now for a bit over a year in the restaurant business, and my back is killing me. It's quite tough. I think you need to build the muscles to support everything. But I don't know how to do that actually. I should look it up. So what are your interests, if you have any interests? I have seen Ludwig series. Tip to tip. They did the same just with motorcycles. And without a map. I use the map. I would be going crazy if I don't use the map and have to ask everywhere where do I have to go. That was very fun. I'm not as experienced as Ludwig and Michael. I'm just an amateur YouTuber. Not YouTuber, I'm just a restaurant owner who wants to document this journey, to also have the full length on camera and show like this different part of the culture. If you go by bicycle, map is fair. It would have been nice to have a friend alongside with me to experience this, but most of the people have jobs. I also have a job, but it's also good for my curry business to get inspiration and improve it. It would be nice to get some more people who are interested. Did they take the plan? Oh, quite long. Also, like setting up the all the Twitch stuff and the YouTube stuff. I probably worked like 1 or 2 months full time for just setting everything up and planning everything. And even then, 1,000 things went wrong. It's quite a complex system that I actually planned. Like, of course, I take all the inspiration I can get, but that was not the reason of the trip. What I wanted to do was show in Germany what the Japanese curry culture is. Because when I talk about Japanese curry in Japan, for people it's like obvious, everything obvious. Of course, this is the biggest part of our life. Our families were making this when we were children. We ate it all of our lives. It's like the most basic, one of the most basic parts, but nobody knows it. In Germany, like there's so many Japan lovers and say they went to Japan and say, we didn't really try Japanese curry. It's at every second corner. There's a Koko Ichiban, there's a curry restaurant, there's a cafe that has curry. There are 1,000 variations, but nobody knows it. And it's a huge part of the culture. If you're a fan, it's interesting to see also that part, because it's to some extent kind of an exception of the culture, because from the standard dishes, I already did bring Japanese curry to Germany. I have a food truck. Like I quit my engineering job, bought an empty food truck, then set everything up in that food truck, and started the business a year ago in July. And since then I'm selling Japanese curry. And I also want to make it bigger because I think it also fits great into the German culture. The people love it. I just need to try it. There are a lot of people, and even more people go to Japan to vacation every year. So if they would know about it more and better, they would probably eat it more. And I think if there are like 3 places in Munich, for example, that offer Japanese curry, the whole city would kind of understand, oh, there's something called Japanese curry, and it's not something small, it's something big. It's part of the culture, it's something. And then you could introduce different type of Japanese curries, where different franchises can do their own stuff. So I want to make it bigger. But for that, the basics need to be right, and the people need to understand this is part of the culture. It's a bit tough, but yeah. But yeah, Japan fan, right? There's just so many great Japanese curries also. If you go to Japanese Koko Ichiban, which is the biggest chain, sushi and ramen, it's the same in Germany. You only know about sushi and these are the biggest ones, yes. But some very common ones and the very popular ones are all the big chains. You have Sukiya, for example, who give udon, which is a beef bowl. And there are restaurants that, like a lot of these bowl restaurants, they are very popular because it's very fast, very efficient and cheap. And this is kind of what's missing in a lot of countries, I feel, because they want to give you too much and have also too much of the resources taken while you give it. Like here you a lot of times can pay at the entrance. You just get the ticket, you give the ticket, they prepare it and either bring it or you get it. A lot of times everything is at the counter, so you don't really have to move that far. You just get your food. It's very delicious. It sometimes doesn't take more than a minute. You eat it, you're happy, and you paid, like in American terms, $3. Like a udon for $3. Damn, amazing. She said they don't have breakfast, but the others are getting the pancakes. Why did she say that to me? I'm feeling cheated. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But of course the prices here are also very different, but they are also 1,000 times more efficient. Yeah. I want to check actually. Maybe they just don't have our breakfast special 10 until 11 a.m. Why did she say that they didn't have breakfast? I'm confused. After you're done streaming this, Johnny, I actually plan to expand my business. I might try to find some investors, get a credit.
Shrimp wrap.
Huh? Thank you. Itadakimasu. This is very un-Japanese food. But we are also at a cafe. This is normal in a cafe. Yeah, probably just find some investors or get a credit and expand the business. What do I plan on streaming? I don't know if I plan on streaming afterwards. Maybe just streaming updates of my restaurant business and how we set up a big restaurant in Germany. That might be something. Might be interesting. I don't know how many people are actually interested in the real setting up the business part. I could also stream some gaming. Some shrimp pilaf. Like there's some mushroom in it, some shrimp, some corn. It tastes good, but kind of a random dish. This is more the feeling of what do foreigners eat, and cafes try to be a bit fancy and think like foreign stuff is considered fancy. For example, in Germany, Italian food would not be considered fancy. Asian food also not, maybe French food, but we also don't have that many French restaurants. Lately, Vietnamese food in Germany is considered more fancy. They also did that for Turkish food. Just improving the plating. Yes, it looks way nicer and way more professional. Taste is the same. And it costs twice as much. I'm not good at the plating part. I think you need a better concept for that. I don't have that concept. I still don't understand why she said that they didn't have breakfast. Are you still there? Yeah, this is still running, at least for now. Oh, hi.
はい、カプチン。
ありがとうございます。
はい、どうぞ。このままで大丈夫です。
Yeah, I want to get more viewers actually for the stream. I think that makes it more fun. I've been now on the road for 10 days. There's always like 1 or 2 new people just coming by. A few more new people, but I also would do more of side quests when people watch and want to do something. Then we can go left, right, do something together. That would be fun. Like the chat interacting with the stream itself, and we can go places, play some games, decide together where. Maybe also Connor subreddit, maybe. Probably should do that. Tip to Tip was such an amazing series. I really enjoyed it. But what I'm doing, yeah, I might just do that. That's a good idea. Thank you. For what I'm doing, it would have been enough if I just went to the places, got people to interview, and like interviewed Japanese people all around to get their understanding of Japanese curry, if it's just that content. But I wanted it to be a bit more interactive, people can join, so yeah. Let's try that. Tastes good, but it's not a cappuccino. Yes, both were great, and all the extra content was also great to watch. The reactions to the reactions to the reactions to the reactions to the reactions was fun. I might do that tonight, even the posting on Reddit. Yeah, humble. Be humble. Everybody was like, if you go to good cafe places, like there are different ones in Japan. It's when they specialize on the coffee, they make perfect coffee. Like you want a cappuccino, you get a really nice foam and exactly how it should be. If it's supposed to be a fancy cafe, like this one is one of them, they don't understand. Yeah, they have the different beans. I think the roasting is very good, but I don't think they know what a cappuccino is. Anyway, I get my coffee and I'll continue the journey. I thought, yeah, I think the roasting is great. They probably have a roasting expert. They also have some great devices doing the filter coffee. So right now I just taste the roasted coffee with the milk. With a bit of milk. So I get the nice roastiness of the coffee. Why did you say wait? I'm getting annoyed just thinking about. I have family back in Germany. I have 4 brothers and 1 sister and my mom. All are older than me. I'm the youngest. Who just created his business. And everything revolves around the business and making it work. Yeah, this is how it is. Looking after my mom a lot lately because she's getting forgetful. They have to do that right now. I do play video games. Unfortunately not a lot. I like playing puzzle games or some. I like games like Getting Over It. Just some challenging ones or like some puzzle games. And once in a while Elden Ring comes out and then you play Elden Ring and you're very happy. I just am in the middle of the first Final Fantasy remake. Final Fantasy VII remake. So I could also stream that. Do you play something? What are your favorite games? What I also play is the board game Go. I'm quite strong at it. Even though I'm not really training anymore. I feel like I'm a retired Go player. Just playing some Rocket League. Oh. If it's fun, why not? I played some Master Duel for it. Like I'm still playing it once in a while, but there are always new decks coming out. And I don't update my strategies too much. So I don't get that far on the ranking ladder. Also like the in-depth combos are sometimes way too complicated. Like Master Duel is Yu-Gi-Oh! The client that they created. I also play some instruments. I play piano and ukulele. Ukulele is just for fun, to sing some songs. Piano is more that I really study, but try to choose a piece and then learn it. I wouldn't say I'm good at playing piano or ukulele. I think you get, if you just start something and do it like for 100 hours, 200 hours, which is it seems like a lot, but it's not that much. If it's like some months, half a year you do it, you'll get fairly good at it. But I do have the mindset of I can do anything, I just need the time and dedication to do it. And then I can improve at it. Which is not completely true, but I get fairly good at stuff. This business idea was also like me being a bit selfish, thinking I could do it better. What are you all doing? Having a menu with 50 items. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why is there no place that just does one thing and does it great? What? Why are you not doing this? And there are few places in Germany like, but you can count them on one hand that really focus on one thing and do it well. There's a place just doing Neapolitan pizza, and they are very good. They are affordable. I think for them doing just one thing, they are a bit overpriced actually, because it takes them 1 minute or 2 minutes to cook a Neapolitan pizza, and sometimes like the standard one costs €12, and if you want to get a bit fancier one, it's like €16. So, yeah. Not the most expensive in Germany, but also not cheap. And it's super fast actually. Like you have the oven that's 500 degrees hot. You put it out, put the toppings on top, put it into the oven, 60 seconds, max 90 seconds, you have the nice crust at the lower part, and it's done and it can go out. Like, yes, you have preparation work, but yeah, after you're prepared, those can go out very fast, and you, I don't know, it's quite a bit. I feel like as long as people accept it, which is a bit complicated with food. At some point people will always accept it and pay the price because they don't want to be left behind. Oh, but I want to eat a pizza and I'm not good at making it myself. And maybe the ingredients also get more expensive. And like, will I really invest 2 hours to make a pizza? Maybe not, but like as long as people accept it, this promise of capitalism that it goes according to what people are willing to pay. People are willing to pay a lot if you give them like certain situations. Healthcare, yes, it's crazy how big the margin is. Like the ingredients of a standard margarita, they are nothing. It's the dough, the flour doesn't cost anything, the water doesn't cost anything, the tomatoes cost a bit, the cheese costs something. But you also don't have that much cheese. You have probably like $1 or $2 of material, and you sell them for $24. What is this margin? Yes, most of the costs are the labor costs. But if you scale this up, those go down quite a bit. How good are the Little Caesar pizza? Are they good?
One. Okay.
Okay, unfortunate. But this is how it is. People charge as much as they can, as long as people still accept it. And this is the only place where you get it cheap and in high quality is when the people themselves think, I don't want to charge that much. I want the quality, but still, like, they need to do it with strong convictions. How many people do you have with strong convictions? Yes, scouting you. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, the promise of capitalism was always, yeah, you'll get good quality and like a good price because otherwise the people would not be willing to pay for it. But people are willing to pay for it, and it always doesn't go like at the lower end where people pay for it and the quality is high. No, the quality goes as low as possible until people would almost stop buying it, but don't yet. And this is like the sweet spot. That's why we can't have great things. Did you look at Amazon? They are copying all the items that people sell on their platform, the good ones. They recreate it and charge like the same price or like slightly lower, and these products are way worse because they don't specialize on optimizing this. They say it's good enough. Why would we put extra money in? I bought a bag, like a backpack. When was it? Probably like 10 years ago. I used it for 6 years. Then I bought another one from Amazon. I thought it was the same because it's completely the same design. It broke after half a year. And I looked at the quality, it's definitely way worse. And it was not the same seller anymore. It was like Amazon themselves that created it. And all the things that someone who specializes on that product would include, even small stuff that's not a lot of extra cost, they of course don't have. They don't know, they don't have the research, they just look at the product and copy it. So, a bit of a problem with restaurant businesses and like products in general, that they kind of become shit if people are not like really passionate about something and want to create something great. In Japan you have the advantage that people are very passionate about it. Wherever you go, you see like amazing rice quality. One, because the customers expect it. The customers really would not come if the rice would be bad at the place. Two, the dedication from the restaurant owners to do something and be proud of it, it's very high. They want to do something right. Like when you come here, you'll see it everywhere. Like the dedication to the craft is sometimes just super crazy here. I know a Japanese guy in Germany. He came to Germany just to study at a bakery. He right now is still, like, he finished his German studies, but he has an internship as a baker. His plan, he learns baking in Germany, how to be a baker, and then goes back to Japan and shows like amazing quality of baking. Yeah, I don't know where this comes. Like it's part of the cultural dignity, kind of. I don't understand it as much in Korea, but In Japan, definitely. But like Korea is also crazy. If you look at Go players from Korea, in Korea it's called Baduk, they are amazing. But like, you don't understand why are they so good. Like, yeah, in Japan, like China and Korea at the top. China, I understand. They just have the quantity and the culture behind it. Korea doesn't have as much of the culture behind it, but they have like people that are dedicated. It's the same in League of Legends. You see like the professionals, China and Korea at the top all the time. How? Why? Why are they so good? I don't understand. But like, it's really, even if there are way fewer people, these few people that really want to be pro, they put everything into it. And it's also a bit toxic because, yeah, we made videos with, we had some Korean Go player in Munich. He was actually about to become a professional, but his mother didn't want it. She said, I don't want this life for my child, which is crazy. For a child to go into professional Go means that they will be studying every day and like competing with professions,